Moccamaster by Technivorm is one of the most popular coffee machines in the world, and it happens to be my favorite for a few reasons. My plan today is to open up this Moccamaster Select, do an unboxing, see what it all comes with, and then brew some coffee and talk about the machine. So let's just get started. All right, we've got a filter in there, actually a few filters. We've got some directions, and I see the directions come in different languages, including German, Netherlands, French, Spanish, and Italian. The interesting thing about this machine is that it's actually handmade in the Netherlands. So it's got excellent quality and comes directly from Europe. Then we got two covers here. Here is the filter. Take a look on this little sign here. It says, this is a hand-built and individually tested Technivorm Moccamaster coffee maker. That's a nice little touch. We get a little scoop here. The box is empty. Ooh, that's a pretty machine. So that's about all there is to that. A pretty simple unboxing. We have to stick this water rod on there. So we're just going to plop that on. Great. Now what's interesting, by the way, about this water rod is that the water comes out in a total of 9 holes. That is really good for distribution over the entire coffee bed. It's one of the reasons that this machine is famous and enjoys so much success, because that makes an excellent coffee. Another reason that this machine is so famous and does such a nice job is because it's got a copper heating element inside with a good control. It keeps the temperature between 196 degrees Fahrenheit and 204 degrees Fahrenheit throughout the entire brew. So for me, that has a huge advantage over pour over, for example. With pour over, you heat up your water and pour it on, and then pour a little bit more later, and over time it loses temperature. This keeps the brew temperature constant right where it's gotta be. And that is excellent for flavor, and it's nice just to have a nice hot coffee. Okay, so then all we have to do is put our filter on. That's pretty simple. We can put one of these in there and some coffee, but first what we're going to do is, in the directions it says that we should run a couple of cups of water through here first to get it through the system, and then we'll brew some coffee. So let's do that. Probably wouldn't hurt just to clean it off a little bit beforehand. All right. It's got a switch here. It's a two-way switch. You can set it either for half brew or full brew. So if you're doing just like a half a tank up there, then you can do the half. One thing I really like about this coffee machine is that it reminds me a lot of my granny. She had a percolator, and growing up it was kind of mesmerizing to watch the percolation. I think that's really, really cool. And there you can see the water coming out of the 9 different holes in the water arm. Another convenient feature about this coffee machine is that it turns off the brew automatically when it determines that it has run through all of the water. And it will keep this hot plate on, however, for 40 minutes. After that, it turns off automatically, or you can turn it off yourself after you are finished with your coffee. All right, guys, if this video has given you any value up until now, please give it a like to push it up to more people. And if you'd like to see more reviews and tips on coffee machines like this one, consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, so we have emptied out that water out of the system, and now it's time to brew some coffee. Let's go ahead and do that. So I have refilled back up to 500 milliliters here for myself, and Technivorm recommends using about 30 grams of coffee for a half a liter of water. So that's what we're going to use. I'm gonna take one of these filters, put it in, and take my 30 grams of coffee. I just ground it. And pretty simple, just turn it on now. I find that the Technivorm does several things right. First of all, aesthetically, it's very pleasing to look at the design. Secondly, it makes a beautiful coffee. I mean, extremely tasty, flavorful, aromatic coffee, and it's easy to use. Simply put the water in, put the coffee in, and then you wait. Should be done in about 4 to 6 minutes. What else Technivorm does extremely well makes the coffee bloom. So there's this particular coffee bed inside, and it blooms up kind of like a cake. And that is part of what makes the flavor so aromatic. I recommend to keep the lid on to keep the temperature where it's supposed to be. And now we'll just let it finish the brew and we'll come back and try it. Okay, I just heard the relay go off. The brewing process has finished. So what else is convenient about this machine is, although there is a little bit more left in here to drip down, you can remove the pot and pour yourself a coffee in the meantime. Oof, that looks good. Cheers. Now that is a delightful coffee. You can see it's steaming. It's at just the right temperature. It's a very clear cup. It's just delightful. So I'm looking forward to using this machine as my daily driver. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if so, give it a like. Check out my other videos. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And until next time, I say happy coffee drinking and happy espresso drinking.